Good morning, everyone. I now call this meeting of the City Council of the Village of the Hills to order. Today is October 14th, 2025, and the time is 9:01 a.m. Thanks everyone for being here, and welcome Brittany Mykoski, our newest council member. So thank you for joining us. Let us begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, moving on to public comment. Members of the public may address the city council in public comment period on items which may or may not be on the agenda. Speakers must address all comments and questions to the presiding officer and must limit their comments to 3 minutes. Inquiries from speakers about matters not listed on the agenda will either be directed to staff or placed on future agenda for council consideration. Any public comment in the room?
Mayor, can I have you
Oh,
clarify that you called a special meeting to order and not the regular meeting yet? So we'll have to do,
oh,
so for this agenda, because of the
we
zoning
did that
issue,
first.
we had to do this, we have to do the
Okay, yes.
special meeting first and then have that public
Yeah.
hearing
Got
and
it.
comment. Then you guys need to make your recommendation and then you'll adjourn that meeting and then go into the regular meeting, if you will.
yes. So call to order the special meeting of the City Council of the Village of Hills. It is not 9:02 a.m. We can do it that way, right? So 9:02 a.m. Do I need to do Pledge of Allegiance again?
Nope.
Okay. All right, public comment, none. So public hearing. So now open. The first public hearing on the adoption of the comprehensive zoning ordinance designating zoning districts for all properties within the Village of the Hills, defining permitted uses of properties within each district, and creating a zoning map and creating an offense for the violation of each ordinance. It is 9:03 a.m. Do we have any anyone who would like to provide public comment on the zoning ordinance? Hearing none, we can now close the public hearing. It is 9:03 a.m. So now we call to order well, do we need to adjourn that technically?
You need to make a recommendation on the, close the public hearing
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, so
go
I
into
close
the,
public hearing.
right.
Yeah. Well, so put business items. So business items, discuss and possible action to approve a report and recommendation for the adoption of comprehensive zoning ordinance designating zoning district for all properties within the Village of the Hills, define permitted uses of properties within each district, creating a zoning map and creating an offense for a violation of the ordinance.
And so,
And Josh,
yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Josh, we're acting at this time in our capacity as the zoning commission.
Yes, that's right.
Responsibilities of the zoning commission and making a recommendation of the council. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, in that light, Mayor, then I would recommend that as acting as the zoning commission, that we recommend to the council the adoption of the comprehensive zoning ordinance.
I second.
For the reasons that we have heard in the last couple of council meetings.
All right, Sarah, any questions or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, none, motion carries. We will move that on to the city council. Okay. Regular meeting. So we're now call this regular meeting, the City Council of the Village of the Hills to order. Today is October 14th. The time is 9:05 a.m. Do we have any public comments in the room for our regular City Council meeting? None. Okay, hearing none. Moving on to presentations, we have none. Okay, public hearing. So do I need to do a second? So this is our second hearing then. Okay. Yeah, so now we open.
It's the first hearing of council, wearing your council hats, but
Okay. So now call to order the public hearing on the adoption of the comprehensive zoning ordinance designating zoning district for all properties within the Village of the Hills, define permitted uses of properties within each district, creating zoning map and creating an offense for violation of the ordinance. Is there anyone who would like to provide public comment? Hearing none, we can now close the public hearing portion. It is 9:06 a.m. Moving on to item 5, consent agenda. All matters listed under this item are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. There will not be a separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired by any council member on any item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Item A, approve the minutes of September 18th, 2025 special city council meeting. Item B, approve the minutes of September 30th special council meeting. Does anybody have any comments or would like to move to approve the consent agenda?
I'd move to approve consent agenda.
Do we have a second? Any questions or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, none, motion carries. Okay, item 6, reports. We'll start with law enforcement report.
All right, so for the month of September, let's go down the list for the calls of service. We had 26 complainants, check welfare 1, reckless driving 4, select traffic enforcement 8, follow-up investigation 6, suspicious vehicle 4, directed patrols 8. We had 4 911 hangups, 2 assist motorists. There's a couple of civil citations that were either served or attempted in the community. Assist EMS 4, arrest warrant 1, and then 1 solicitation of a child, which I think that one was over the weekend. I think TCSO responded, but it was like a online scam, like via video game. Somebody was trying to, something with I think it was like a video game online or something like that.
And I guess the parents they reported it.
Yeah, they reported it. So the incidents total was 112, or I'm sorry, actually go back to the calls of service, but we had 2 harassment calls, 1 false alarm, 1 direct traffic, 1 underage drinking tip, criminal trespass 1, and then 1 eviction citation. So a total of 112 with 36 traffic stops, which 12 of them being citations and 24 warnings.
All right, thank you. Item 6B, Parks and Recreation Liaison.
Cool. Pull up my notes. Okay, so we had a really good Hills Fest, obviously. I know many of you guys were there. It was a lot of fun. I made this little kind of preliminary postmortem, and I say preliminary because the commission hasn't actually met yet to review or really add to it. But I think it's important that we, make these after each event. This was our biggest spend by far. So, kind of looking through it, I think to me that other than the qualitative kind of positive feedback, the thing that sticks out to me is how much we spent per resident. Pretty high. So maybe that's something that we want to weigh in the future.
Is that just resident? Is this count based on people that signed in?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is not included.
Everyone.
Like, it's not everybody for sure, but I think we got a good batch signed up. The hats were a hit. I mean, we did raise some money that way. We have a lot left over, but I think it's probably something we want to keep doing going forward. So, yeah, so outside of that, we don't really have an event until and unless we do like a Santa thing. So I think going forward, we're gonna kind of refocus on stewardship and sort of QCing the areas, condition
Perfect.
reports.
Do you mind if I make comment on this
Please.
report? 'Cause I think it's great. I love the breakdown. I really appreciate it. I recognize the marketing comment about residents not knowing about the event at the front and back gates. I think that that's definitely an easy solve to make a correction in the future. But I also wanted to highlight, I went back and looked at the dates the event has been hosted in the past, and this was the first time the event was actually hosted during an ACL weekend, which I think has a pretty significant impact. In 22, it was on November 6th. And then in 23, it was on November 12th. And then in 24, it was on October 27th. So they've kind of progressively gotten earlier. So maybe a suggestion is to back it back up.
I think that's a great point, yeah.
too. So,
Yeah.
It's been warm though before, so
Yeah.
I think Sarah's right. We were competing with ECO last year.
yes.
Even if people weren't at ACL, they might have been. And festival down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But great event. I really would love to make sure that the whole commission is acknowledged for their incredible work and effort. It was awesome.
Yeah, kudos to the team. They did great. Really great.
Awesome. Okay. POA liaison. Jane, do you want to?
Sure. They talked about the wooden fences again. They sent out notices to the people that still have wooden fences that they're